Evaluating Information, Media Sources, Part 3, Stop. The first step in this evaluation approach is to stop. Yes, literally stop. Don't share the information and don't make any decisions based on the claims until you know more about the source, why you are encountering it, and how to put it in context. If you stop and think, you are less likely to share the information without first learning more about who and what is behind it. At this stage, it can be helpful to ask yourself what type of content are you looking at and what do you already know about the source or its creator. It's important to know what you're reading before you read it. It gives you additional context on the expertise and agenda of the source. The quality of information may be influenced by the content type or the format in which it was shared. Certain content types are valued differently depending on the context and the intended use. Information in any format is produced to convey a message. Consider why you are looking for information on this topic and whether the source is appropriate for that purpose. If the source is from an author, publisher, or media outlet that you know is reputable, the content is much more likely to be credible. Of course, even reputable sources sometimes publish inaccurate information, so it's still a good idea to spend a few minutes investigating and contextualizing the source's claims, especially if you intend to share or act on the information. Obviously, if you don't know anything at all about the source, then you don't know if you can trust it. Spend a little time learning more about the author, publisher, or creator before you go any further. When investigating, use what is available, like fact-check sites, Wikipedia, and Google News. If at any point in the process you become overwhelmed or get lost in the links, stop, take a break, then circle back and start the process again. Make sure you make note of anything you have already learned about the source or claim. If you get stuck during your search, don't hesitate to reach out. Visit us at libraries.wright.edu/ask. This video is licensed under an Attribution, Non-Commercial, Share-alike, Creative Commons license.